Would you like to learn how to make a telescope mirror? Well, in today's episode of mirror making, we'll be going over fine grinding. Welcome to my channel. I'm Logan Nicholson, and this is Australian Astronomy. Alright, so, fine grinding, what is it? Well, as you know, we just finished our 60 grit carborundum grinding here, and this is a representation of the particle sizes of each of the grit. This is 60 grit, this is 240 grit, this is 25 micron, and this is 9 micron. These are the true sizes relatively to each other, and as you can see, the 60 grit is a huge grit. So what that's going to do when we grind with it is it's going to create these huge pits, as you can see, and we obviously can't polish this surface because it's so rough. It's about 0.25 millimeters each of these pits in size, so really huge pits. What we have to do is, from there, to smooth out the surface, we're going to take our 240 grit, and this is 50 micron size, and we're going to use that to grind down the face of this. So what that's effectively going to do is remove all of this. There we go. But of course, our 240 grit is going to leave pits of its own. As you can see, this is what our 240 grit surface looks like. The pits are a lot smaller, but they still exist, so we can't polish off of this surface either. So what we're going to do with our 240 pits is obviously take our 25 micron grit, and then, as you might be able to guess, and here we're left with this small surface. And of course, this one also has its own pits. And by now you know what we're going to do. We're going to take our 9 micron grit and grind down these pits. At that point, we've finished our fine grinding stage. Once you finish fine grinding, then the surface is smooth enough to actually polish off it. Alright, so let's get into it. What materials do you need? So here are the materials you need for this project. A hose, ideally with pressure fitting, a spray bottle with water, an old spoon, and your 240 grit, 2 squeezy bottles, or for example ketchup, tomato sauce bottles, 9 and 25 micron aluminium oxide, an old toothbrush, and obviously your tool and your mirror. Lastly, also some fake grass. Let's go over what the individual parts do. So our spoon will simply be used to scoop our 240 grit out of the bag, and the spray bottle will be used to apply water to the surface. Our squeezy bottles will be used with our aluminium oxide grit in order to keep the grit in a suspension. This is because the grit is too fine to manually scoop onto the mirror. Our fake grass will be used to support the mirror. So this is because it is a very deformable surface and it will support the mirror evenly across its many bristles, as you can see. So our mirror at the moment is very rough with our 60 grit pits, as you might be able to see now. These are the white dots you can see, and it is not a very smooth surface whatsoever. So we need to thoroughly clean everything. This is because if any grit contaminates our finer grits, you will get a nasty scratch, and this luckily is mostly cosmetic, but you definitely don't want it to happen to your mirror. So as you saw earlier, I cleaned off the grinding stand and scrubbed it down. This was to remove any grits that might be hiding. Next, we'll clean up our tool. The tool might contain little bits of grit in between its channels, as you can see now. So we'll take our hose and our old toothbrush, and we will just scrub it. And this is to make sure that no pieces of grit remain whatsoever. It's also important to clean the mirror, as little pieces of grit could be hiding in the sides or the bevels. Also good practice to clean the bottles and spoons, etc. that you'll be using. So, here's some basics. If you use the tool on top and stroke, that'll make your focal length longer and it'll flatten out the outer zones. If you use your mirror on top, that'll make your focal length shorter and deepen your middle section. Alright, so here we are now after a bunch of cleaning. It's time to start the fine grinding. So we'll take our 240 grit. This is our first grit in the lineup we'll be using. Alright, so this is how you grind 240 grit. We'll take our bag here, pop it open, and expose this to the grit. Try to keep this as minimally exposed as you can. You don't want anything falling down into the bag. Our clean spoon that we just washed, take just about this amount of grit and sprinkle it over your mirror. Actually, as you can see, that was too much, so we're just going to see just about that much. Leave that in the bag, close the bag over, and take our spray bottle, give it a good spray. So as you can see, now we have this sort of slurry, and this is a good consistency. Take our tool, and of course, chuck it on and start working. Put the bottle to the side, make sure it's not in contact with anything that's contaminated, same with the grit. Check our mirror on, it's tool, sorry. You can hear it's a lot finer already. Alright, so I think it might be time to call it quits on our first wet. So it's very grey and sort of broken down now. That's because the glass is mixing in with it a lot more, and the sound has reduced a lot compared to even fairly quiet at the start, but it's gotten quieter. So this means our grit has broken down, and that's the end of our first wet. So it's time to continue on with our 240 grit. First, we have to obviously wash the old grit off. To do that, I'll just basically flush it all out with a spray bottle, but you can do this in a variety of ways. You can use, for example, the bucket. It's important to remember that once you do finish your 240 grit, you also have to clean up your entire workspace again, unfortunately. This is because the 25 micron is again a fair bit finer than your 240, and 240 will scratch your surface. So with our 240 grit grinding, we'll just simply continue on doing that. Each grit stage will last for approximately 2.5 to 3 hours. So, checking for pits. While the mirror surface may feel smooth, when you hold the mirrors back up to a bright light source, as shown in this video, it will reveal all. These are the pits that we still have to remove. As you can see, they're sort of like small dots on the mirror surface. To be able to progress, we simply have to remove all of these through much more fine grinding. This will take maybe about 3 hours per grit stage, just to be safe. And this is what we're ideally hoping for, which is a very smooth surface with much smaller pits from the 240 grit. Okay, so we just finished 240 grit and we've cleaned up all of our outside space. So now what we're going to do is make our fine aluminium oxide slurries. So first, just make sure your hands are clean because you don't want any sort of grit contamination. And a clean spoon as well, just to scoop the grit into the bottle. Nothing special. And what we'll do now is we'll take our 2 squeezy bottles that we've also cleaned. These are just to make it easier to put the grit onto the mirror, basically. then what we're going to do is first take our 9 micron grit. You can't use our 25 micron first, as that will contaminate the mirror. So I'll grab the 9 micron grit out of the bag. As you can see there, 9 micron. And what we're aiming for is a 1 to 10 ratio between water and aluminium oxide. It's basically just a powder at this point. There's nothing gritty about it at all. And I'm gonna, for this bottle size, maybe 2 of these scoops. Carefully put it in the bottle. And then firstly close up the old grit and put it away. And take our grit that we've put in the bottle and try to get about a 1 to 10 ratio between water and powder. It doesn't have to be anything particular, but about the consistency of milk is what we're after. Then we'll just take 1 drop of dishwashing liquid. This just helps the grit to not stick to itself. There we go. So that's our first grit finished. We'll just put the lid on, shake it a bit, and now we repeat the process for 25 micron. Alright, so we just finished our 240 grit, and we also now have our 25 micron aluminium oxide grit prepared. So this is going to work quite a bit differently from our 240 grit. Obviously we're still going to use the same stand that's been thoroughly cleaned. Obviously we do not want any contamination, but we'll first start off with our 25 micron grit. We have to, because it's in a powder form, we have to shake it up so the mix is sort of even, as some of the powder can get stuck at the bottom. There we go. So now we'll take a good bit of this and just pour it onto the mirror, and simple as that. And I don't have a cap for this, so I'm just going to put it in a bag, but important to keep this capped off so nothing can fall into here. As always, do not want anything contaminating the grits. And then from there, well, it's business as usual. We take our tool and our mirror, and we start our grinding process. I'm going to put you closer so you can hear just how quiet this grit actually is at this stage. Right, so let me just give you a listen as to what this grit sounds like. It's 25 micron, and it's incredibly fine, basically. This is equivalent to about 500 grit. Right, so here we are after about 2.5 hours of 25 micron. The 25 micron grit is finished. Alright, so after our 25 micron grind, we want to clean up our work surface yet again in preparation for 9 micron. Alright, so it's finally here, the very last stage of fine grinding, and that is our 9 micron grit. So this is very delicate grit. Definitely at this point, it would not be great to have a piece of anything really land in the mirror, because that will scratch it. So try to be careful. Alright, so here's our 9 micron grit that we prepared earlier. Same as the 25 micron, give it a good shake in its bottle, and we are going to pour it onto the mirror. Put that to the side with its cap on, take our tool, and start the grinding. And this one basically sounds like nothing. The wets will also go for about 15 minutes or so. So this is a very, very fine grit. The wets will last for a very long time now. At this point, you, in my opinion, don't have to grind for as long as previous, maybe an hour and a half at this point. This is because the 25 micron surface is already really smooth as we've left it. Because of this, the 9 micron doesn't have to do as much work to remove the small pits from 25 micron. At this stage, it won't be long before we've actually finished our fine grinding, and the mirror surface will be smooth enough to begin polishing. Alright, after 4 days, we are finished fine grinding. The 9 micron surface has gone through about an hour at this stage, and it is just pristine really. Now it is time to move on to polishing.